Hello, Leo. It's Mr. Bluetooth Tarot, and this is your March 2021 general card reading. And I think that things are probably pretty good for you right now. I'm feeling like things are pretty good for you right now, but we're just going to keep shuffling here, get some of that energy from the divine universe into these cards. Please tell us what Leo needs to know. We want some Leo messages for our wonderful Leos. All right, we're going to cut and get right into this. Again, this is for March 2021. Okay, here we go. Here's some fire energy. Two of Wands right here. So things are good. Things are good. Two of Wands talks about dominion. That's the name that this particular card is given in this deck. This is the Aleister Crowley deck. Here, the Thoth Tarot deck. It's very kind of futuristic. And it came out, I think, 25 years ago, but it was just so ahead of its time, right? But there is a lot happening in the world, and what the Two of Wands speaks of is it speaks of taking action, taking a particular course. In a way, it's kind of like there's a Y in the road, you know, like a fork in the road. And so you have options, you know, and so there's a decision that you need to make, an option you need to make, and it's about seizing your power, making a decision, taking a course of action. And that's good, of course. Oh, Knight of Cups. For a lot of you, this has to do with love. Okay, Knight of Cups, bringer of love, offering of love. Maybe you have met someone and you're already with someone. Maybe you're seeing two people. Maybe there's a couple people after you. So very interesting, taking action, making a decision, and the Knight of Cups coming up right next to each other. To me, that really clearly speaks about a lot of you having a decision to make with regards to love, with relationships. Could be friendships, could be family. You might have an option to move in with someone, or, you know, do you want this roommate or that roommate? Do you want this girlfriend or that girlfriend? This boyfriend or that boyfriend? You know, but there's some kind of an option. So, you know, anytime a knight comes in, the knight is offering something, right? Or it's the beginning of a manifestation of something. Yeah, oh gosh, okay. Some of you, the Four of Cups, this is the offer, right? Usually the Four of Cups is an offer of love. It's an offer of marriage. You know, if it's in a general reading, now we'll see what comes up with this Four of Cups. With the Four of Cups, what's our next card? Our next card, oh goodness, okay. That's the Ten of Wands. I mean, the Ten of Swords, the ending of something negative. So that's the ending of a bad cycle. There's an offer coming, okay? So really interesting. This offer, I have a feeling that this offer is actually ending something negative. It's taking you out of a bad situation or a bad relationship, or, you know, maybe you were alone. Maybe you were, you know, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, something like that. So this Ten of Wands is, you know, is being brought in by the Knight of Cups energy. And then there's this offer, and this offer is a good offer. Obviously, you know, it may not be a perfect offer. It might be, you know, 3/4 of what you want. However, there's a lot of good there. So whenever the Four of Cups comes in, I say really consider it. You know, do a pros and cons list if you need to, if you're feeling uncertain. But I have a feeling that it's a very serious offer. It's, you know, it might not sound that way when it comes out, but that doesn't mean it isn't. Like someone might say, oh, you know, hey, I really am looking for a roommate. They said it, they mentioned it, they meant it. Not everyone is like, oh, wow, you know, yeah, I really need a roommate, or, oh, I really want to go out with you, or, you know, hey, I really want to get married. You know, some people don't get on their knee. You know, people have different ways of communicating, especially now when everything has been so wacky doodle. So there's definitely options and offers coming in for you, Leos. Yeah. Change, a lot of change in relationships. Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a change. It's a disappointment. So a lot of you had a very disappointing relationship, or something was very disappointing, a friendship, something having to do with love, or relationships. This is a general reading, but the Five of Cups speaks of disappointment and change. It's having to move forward. You know, I think you're pretty good at moving forward. You know, you're not the best and you're not the worst at moving forward. But, you know, when you need to move forward, you do. You know, you get the memo, you get the message. You know, you're able to do that. You're strong, you're fire energy. You are action, you know, especially Leo women. I think Leo women are usually more action when it comes to careers than even Leo men. So I'm not dogging the Leo men. I really like Leo men. But I think the women are actually sometimes more so, they're the queen of the jungle, right? You do the hunting in the Lion Kingdom and in the human capacity too. So, especially as you get older, not necessarily when you're younger. Young Leo women, I think, maybe try to be traditional or try to fit into the norms. But I think quickly you connect with your power, you see. Oh gosh, the moon energy. Okay. So the moon energy, you know, people who like to gloss over the moon energy, you know, they like to say, oh, it speaks about illumination. And it does speak about illumination, but it speaks about illumination after deception, after something secretive going on. So either you've been doing something secretive and you will get found out, or there's something secretive that's been happening to you, about you, behind your back. And, you know, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to destroy your life. It's something that, you know, I would just say keep your eyes and ears open. That's what I always tell people. When the moon energy comes in, it means one of two things. Either you've been up to something and you need to stop it, because doing anything in secret, privately, behind someone's back, or, you know, whatever, things always surface for some reason. You know, sunshine is just, you know, it just seems to beam into every corner of people's life, psyche, emotion. You know, things always come out. It's funny because there's actually some pretty famous soul artists by the name of Shantae Moore and Kenny Lattimore, and they were married. And, you know, she tried really much to please him. They're both singers. They're incredible singers. I just really like both of them. And, well, apparently she was talking in her sleep about someone that she was very attracted to. And they wound up getting divorced over her dreams. And she wrote a song about it called Talking in My Sleep. But the truth was, I guess in her sleep, she was like mumbling and da-da-da-da-da. And then he was asking her questions. And so, you know, even when you don't tell anyone, it's amazing how things can come to the surface. You know, light can shine into those vast corners. So don't aggressively think that, you know, everyone's out to get you. That's not the message here. But usually there's always that one person, right? There's that one, you know, coworker or friend of a friend or neighbor or someone who's kind of like, you know, they're phony. They're two-faced. They say one thing to your face, but they do something behind your back. Chances are they're jealous of you, or they're jealous of the power that you yield, you see, because you're not afraid to take action. You're not afraid to go after what you want, you see. And they, for some reason, they don't have that same ability that you do. You have that beautiful energy that beams to you from the sun. You know, that is your ruling planet. Yeah. Wow, another 5. Okay, so something is changing. You have options. This reading is just ever so clear. That 5 of Cups, and now the 5 of discs, which is, there's movement, okay? I feel like it's very possible that you have movement in both love and in your career. Okay, it seems like emotionally there's movement, you're moving on from something, but also materialistically you're moving forward, either your job or your home or something, you know, could be your car, but there's, you know, maybe it's an investment. And, you know, I was actually thinking about this as I was shuffling the cards before I turned the tape on. Things are really going to change and they're going to shift on the financial front. So if you're someone who has investments, who's investing, I want you to kind of just maybe go online and find some people that you really trust trust, that you think are very successful, and listen to what they're saying about the future. You know, you probably know what the future is. You probably have your finger on the pulse. A lot of Cancer people have their finger on the pulse. You have your finger on the pulse, I think, possibly. But just really, you know, think about things. And, you know, I want to mention that to you. Things are going to shift. So, you know, I want you to be prepared. But there's already all this movement and change in your personal sphere. And now we are moving into another year of the Chinese zodiac, right? We're moving into the year of the ox, I believe. Okay, the Emperor. Wow. So, you know, money's going to be good. There's going to be some success here with the Emperor. This can be an emperor that's waiting to come into your life. Very possible. You know, this is someone who's wise. They're solid. They don't just talk a lot. They're not a blowhard. You know, the Emperor, he'll give you his opinion. He'll talk. He'll speak. But he's not a blowhard. He doesn't just ramble on and on and on, you know. So when he says something, he means it. Very much like that Four of Cups I said, you know, it's serious. It may not seem, you may not know it's serious, but some people are like this. They're people of few words. The Emperor's a man of few words. But when he says something, he means it. He may not say it loud. He may not say it 3 times. He might just say it once, kind of casually, but he means it. So, you know, really listen to what's being said. Wow. Okay, awesome. And then, look at this. 21, the universe. It's like the world. You know, things really are going to wind up being very good. As you enter into spring, this is a really good phase for you, Leos, okay? So embrace whatever kind of movement and change is coming. I love this because this is kind of like the higher incarnation of the Strength card, where it's hard to see here. There we go. She is like taking the serpent. She's pointing the serpent energy, and she's aiming that energy, and she's conquered the serpent. She's got her foot on its head. In other words, she is the ultimate huntress. She's able to wield her power and to overcome things and to make something out of something difficult or something challenging, or, you know, maybe it was like, you know, you're lost in the woods. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Well, the universe energy is like, this is like, no matter what that obstacle is, you're able to overcome that obstacle and create success. So there you have it. This is a really powerful reading for March for you Leos. I feel like there has been a lot going on, but there's even going to be more going on. This universe energy being your final outcome with the Emperor. So you're either connecting with this Emperor in a love capacity or possibly in a business capacity. Now, I know that if you're a Leo woman, you have a hard time with male authority the older you get. You know, don't think of it as male authority, even if he's boss. Think of it as working with that person. Also think of what can you learn from that person possibly, you know, because the Emperor's wise. It can be a good teacher, and we should always continue to learn and grow. That's how we succeed. There's adjustments to be made. The Five of Cups and the Five of Discs. There's some movement, there's some change in your sphere. So whatever it is, if something real troubling comes up, just let it go. Just be like, this isn't worth it, and look to the future. Look to what you really want. There's this great offer coming. This has to do with either this Emperor or this Knight of Cups, okay? So you have offers coming, and I have a feeling it's not just on one level. I feel like it's probably going to happen on both levels for a lot of you. Although for some it will be love, for some it will be in work and money. You know, again, the Two of Wands. This is the options. The Four of Cups, the options. The Knight of Cups, the offering. This Moon. So if there is something you're not sure about, or that you feel like maybe, gosh, is something going on, blah, 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 don't worry about it. It's going to come to the light. You'll find out about it. And if it's you, just knock it off, because you need good karma right now. And That bad period is over. That 10 of Swords, whatever has been negative, whatever has been happening, that moon energy, I feel like it's coming from that moon energy. And I think that moon energy is over. Okay, I think that's done. So there we go, Leos. What a cool month. What a cool reading you have. Please, please, please hit the comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. I just hit 300 subscribers. And of course I want to get to 1,000 because I want to monetize and, you know, be able to put more energy into my readings. But I am going to do a love reading here for March. So if you are looking for a love reading, there will be one here very shortly. And I'm sending you love and light.